Hi people, it's Leona. Today I wanted to talk to you about the joys of solo travel. I'm a huge advocate of traveling on your own because I've experienced it. I only experienced it once, but the amount of times does not matter. What matters is I experienced it. Yeah. And honestly, it was one of the most memorable travel experiences of my life. For a very long time, it never really occurred to me to travel on my own. But as I got older, I found it to be very difficult, if not extremely difficult, finding people to travel with because everyone has different travel interests, they have different schedules, and they have different budgets. It got to a point where I was literally taking days off of work, but I had no one to travel with, so I just stayed at home doing nothing. And let me tell you, you haven't experienced boredom until you spend a few days at your home doing absolutely nothing. And that's when I realized, you know what? Why stay home and do nothing? I'm still by myself because everybody I know is still working. Why don't I just take a trip somewhere by myself? Like, what is the worst that can happen? So that's what made me finally get a grip and just take a trip by myself. So if you're on the fence, I wanted to give you 5 reasons why you should go ahead, bite the bullet, and just become a solo traveler. Traveling by yourself means doing whatever you want. I have taken many trips with people where I was dragged to nightclubs, lounges, and bars because the people I was traveling with wanted to go. But guess how many times I went to nightclubs, lounges, and bars when I traveled by myself? 0, zilch, none. And it was wonderful, let me tell you. I thoroughly enjoyed that I didn't have to go to any of those places. You spend less money when you're at the destination. When I came back home from my solo trip, I came back with over 120 pounds left over, which baffled me, but this is how it happened. I wasn't spending money on drinks or admission fees to nightclubs, lounges, and bars. I wasn't spending money on taxis to get back to my accommodations, in the middle of the night or morning because I had to get back from a nightclub, lounge, or a bar. I don't know, is it obvious I don't like going to nightclubs, lounges, and bars yet? I don't know, maybe. And also, I ate at the places that I wanted to eat at, which were affordable places. I didn't need to go to a different destination to have a fancy dinner. I just ate at affordable places, and those 3 things right there were the main reasons why I came back home with so much money, which was great for my wallet, let me tell you. You will get a confidence boost. I got myself to a different country. I put together an itinerary to do multiple things in a day for 6 days straight. I figured out how to get around in this country, and I did this all by my damn self. I never thought I was able to do any of that stuff because I never really had to. When you're traveling with others, like, what is a travel itinerary needed for? You just have the idea that you'll just get there and you'll figure out things to do, which half the time, in my experiences, you don't really get to do much because nobody did any research. But I did all that research and it made me feel incredibly capable and independent, and that was such a great feeling. You get to truly experience where you are. I got to stay at tourist attractions longer. I got to take long walks, around neighborhoods and in parks, and really have the opportunity to take everything in without having to be distracted by having conversations with others. And honestly, I can have those conversations with the people that I'm traveling with anytime on the phone, because we're friends or we're family. We can talk at any time. But how many times are you going to be at that destination that you're at? You know, how many times are you going to have the opportunity to take as much as you can in? I really enjoyed that part of traveling on my own, maybe more than any of the other reasons that I'm going to be telling you or I have told you. You can travel whenever you want to. There's no one else's schedule that you have to think about. You don't have to delay a trip because your friend or your family member can't take off the same time that you can, or they only want to travel during certain times of the year. You don't have to think about any of that. If you want to take a trip, you can take a trip whenever you want to. And having that freedom is amaze balls. Like, can't beat it. You can't beat having freedom to do that. You know, people, listing out all these reasons is really making me want to book another solo trip. And I think that one's going to be happening soon, like within the next few months soon. So I can't wait. I cannot wait. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll also leave a link in the description box to a playlist of travel tips and travel advice that I give. If you're interested in knowing what I'm up to day to day, I have Instagram and Snapchat. My handle is at leonalynnloves. I'll just leave this handle up on the screen for a little bit, you know, just in case you need to take some time to write it down or whatever, enter it into your phone. You can do that. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.